Let's begin with a new chapter, Introduction to Excel 2016 today. First, let's start learning objectives. Understand Excel 2016 basics. Learn steps for starting Excel. Identify worksheet components. Enter data. Save, close and open workbooks. Microsoft Excel 2016 is an electronic spreadsheet program. It is a software application that helps you organize, analyze, and store data in tables. Using Excel, you can perform calculations, create charts, and manage data efficiently. Electronic spreadsheet. An electronic spreadsheet is a program that arranges data in rows and columns. It allows you to enter numbers, text, and formulae that can calculate the sum and other operations. Each small box in spreadsheet is called a cell, and each cell can hold different types of data. Electronic spreadsheets like Microsoft Excel are useful for working with large amounts of data and performing quick calculations. Excel 2016. Excel 2016 is one of the most popular spreadsheet applications. It is part of the Microsoft Office suite and offers tools for creating tables, performing calculations, and displaying data visually using charts. In Excel, you can organize data in a clear format and even create reports. It provides a grid of cells arranged in rows and columns to help you organize information. Starting Excel 2016. To start Excel 2016, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on the Start button. Step 2. In the Start menu, either scroll through the list of programs or type Excel 2016 in the search bar. Step 3. When you open Excel 2016, you will see the Start screen with several options. To create a new spreadsheet, click on the blank workbook. This opens a fresh, empty workbook where you can begin entering data and working on your task. Components of Excel 2016 window. When you open a new workbook in Excel 2016, you will see various components on the screen that help you work with data effectively. Title bar. The title bar is located at the top of the window. It displays the name of the current workbook followed by Excel. When you create a new file, it is named Book 1 by default until you save it with a different name. Quick Access Toolbar. The Quick Access Toolbar is found at the top left corner of the window. It contains common commands like save, undo, and redo. You can customize this toolbar to add other frequently used commands for easy access. Ribbon. The ribbon is located below the title bar and contains several tabs like Home, Insert, Page Layout with related commands and tools. Each tab has different group of commands such as Font, Alignment, and Number on Home tab to help you format and edit the spreadsheet. Formula bar. The formula bar is located below the ribbon. It displays the contents of the selected cell, whether it is a number, text, or formula. You can also type directly into the formula bar to enter or edit data in a cell. Name box. The name box is found to the left of the formula bar. It shows the address of the active cell, the cell that is currently selected. For example, if the active cell is in column A and row 1, the name box will display A1. Worksheet area. The worksheet area is the main part of the window where you can enter and view the data. It consists of a grid of cells arranged in rows numbered 1, 2, 3 and columns labeled A, B, C. Each cell has a unique address such as A1 or B2. Sheet tabs. At the bottom of the window, you will see sheet tabs, sheet 1, sheet 2, etc. Each sheet is like a page in the workbook, allowing you to create multiple sheets in one file. You can rename, add or delete sheets as needed. Status bar. The status bar is located at the very bottom of the window. It displays information about the current mode such as ready or edit and shows basic calculations like average and sum for the selected cells. You can also customize it to display other information. Scroll bars. The vertical scroll bar on the right side and the horizontal scroll bar at the bottom allows you to move up, down, left and right within the worksheet to view different parts of the data. Zoom control. Located at the bottom right corner of the window, the zoom control lets you increase or decrease the size of the worksheet view. Rows, columns and cells. In Excel, rows, columns and cells are the building blocks of a spreadsheet. First, let's get into the details of rows. Rows. Rows run horizontally across the worksheet from left to right. Each row is identified by a number on the left side of the worksheet, like 1, 2, 3 and so on. Rows are used to store related data in a sequence like a list of students or dates. For example, row 1 may contain headings like name, age and marks, while each row below contains data for each item. Columns. Columns run vertically on the worksheet from top to bottom. Each column is identified by a letter at the top of the worksheet, like A, B, C, and so on. Columns help organize data by category, allowing you to label each type of data. For example, column A could be used for names, column B for ages, and column C for marks. Cells. Cells are the small boxes where rows and columns intersect. Each cell is identified by a unique cell address, combining the column letter and row number. For instance, the cell in column A and row 1 is referred as to A1. A cell can contain different types of data, including numbers, text, and formulae. The active cell, the cell currently selected, has a bold border around it and its address appears in the name box. Workbook and worksheet. Workbook. A workbook is the main file that you create and save in Excel. Think of it as a book where each page contains a different set of information. A workbook can contain multiple worksheets. Each worksheet is like a page in the book where you store data related to specific tasks. By default, when you open Excel, it creates a new workbook named Book 1 unless you have saved it with a different name. You can add, delete, or rename worksheets with a workbook or as per your needs. The file format for an Excel workbook is .xlsx. Worksheet. A worksheet is a single sheet within the workbook where you enter and manage data. A worksheet consists of a grid made up of rows and columns. The intersection of each row and column forms a cell. Each worksheet is identified by a sheet tab at the bottom of the Excel window like Sheet 1, Sheet 2, etc. You can rename the sheets to make it easier to find specific data. You can use multiple worksheets within one workbook to organize different sets of data in a single file. For example, a workbook for school data could have separate worksheets for Class 5, Class 6, and Class 7. Differences between workbook and worksheet. Workbook. The main Excel file contains worksheets, can hold multiple worksheets, used to organize multiple data sets. Now worksheet. A single sheet within the workbook, a grid of rows, columns and cells used to enter and organize specific data. Navigating in the worksheet. Navigating within an Excel worksheet is simple, using either the keyboard or mouse to move through rows, columns and cells. Using arrow keys. Press the arrow keys up, down, left, right to move one cell at a time in the direction of the row. Using mouse. Click directly on any cell to make it the active cell. Using scroll bars. Use a vertical and horizontal scroll bars to move through different areas of the worksheet. Go to Ctrl+G. Press Ctrl+G or F5 to open the Go To dialog box where you can type a specific cell address like A1 to jump directly to that cell. Page up and down. Press page up to move up one screen and page down to move down one screen. Home and end keys. Press home to move the cursor to the beginning of a row and press Ctrl+ home to jump to cell A1, the top left corner of the worksheet. Press end to move the cursor to the last cell in the row with data or press Ctrl+N to jump to the last cell in the worksheet that contains data. Using the name box. Just type the cell address, example B5, into the name box and press enter. The cell pointer will instantly jump to that location. Creating a new workbook. To create a new workbook, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on the File tab. The Backstage view will appear. Step 2. Select the new option. The new pane appears on the backstage. Step 3. Click on the blank workbook option. The new blank workbook will appear. Entering data in a worksheet. You can add different types of data including text, numbers and formulae into the cells. Follow these steps to enter data. Step 1. Click on the cell where you want to enter data. This cell will become the active cell indicated by a bold border around it. Step 2. Begin typing directly into the cell. You can enter text, numbers and formulae. Step 3. Complete the entry. Press Enter to confirm the data and move to the cell below. Press Tab to confirm the data and move to the cell to the right. Press Escape to cancel the entry. Working with worksheets. In Excel, you can perform various actions with a worksheet to organize and manage the data efficiently. Adding a new worksheet. By default, a new workbook contains one worksheet labeled Sheet 1. To add a new worksheet, click on the plus icon next to the Sheet tab at the bottom of the window. You can also right-click on any sheet tab and select Insert to add a new sheet. Renaming a worksheet. To rename a worksheet, follow these steps. Step 1. Double-click on the Sheet tab like Sheet 1 at the bottom of the window. Step 2. Type the new name such as Class 5 Scores and press Enter. Delete a worksheet. To delete a worksheet, right-click on the Sheet tab you want to delete and select Delete from the menu. Note: be careful when deleting as this will remove all the data in the sheet. Saving a workbook. Saving the workbook is essential to ensure that the data and changes are not lost. When saving a workbook for the first time, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on the File tab in the ribbon. Step 2. Select Save As from the menu. Step 3. Click on the Browse button. The Save As dialog box appears. Step 4. Choose the location where you want to save the file. Step 5. In the File Name box, type a name for the workbook. Step 6. Click on the Save. The workbook will now be saved with the given name and location in Excel's.xlsx format. Saving updates to a workbook. Once a workbook is saved, any changes you make can be saved by clicking on the Save icon on the Quick Access toolbar. Looks like a small floppy disk. Pressing Ctrl+S on the keyboard. This updates the file with all the recent changes. Closing a workbook. After you finish working on a workbook, it's important to close it properly. To close a workbook, follow these steps. Step 1. Go to the File tab in the ribbon. Step 2. Select Close from the menu. Opening an existing workbook. To work on a previously saved workbook, you can open it. To open a workbook saved earlier, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on the File tab in the ribbon. Step 2. Select the File Open option from the menu. Step 3. Excel displays a list of recent workbooks. You can click on any workbook in the list to open it quickly. If your workbook is not present in the list, Step 4. Click on the Browse button. The Open dialog box appears. Step 5. Browse to find the file and click on it. Then click the Open button. Now let's get into the chapter summary. Microsoft Excel 2016 is an electronic spreadsheet program. It helps organize, analyze, and store data efficiently in tables. An electronic spreadsheet arranges data in rows and columns. Excel provides tools for calculations, charts, and data management. Cells are the basic building blocks of Excel's worksheet. Rows and columns organize data horizontally and vertically. A workbook contains multiple worksheets for different data sets. Worksheets can be renamed or deleted as needed. Saving a workbook prevents data loss and enables future access.